Hello, 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 everybody. This is Nikki. Welcome to the Virgo Shaman channel. Today, I'm going to do a reading on missing person by the name of Mathew Vetromile. I had never heard of him before. Someone suggested that I do this reading. So I'm hearing stuff in my head, so I'm going to write it down and we'll discuss it later. So we're going to get started. Mathew Vetromile, he became missing on October the 24th, 2021. Evidently, he got into it with a girlfriend or something like that. I had never heard of this story before, so I'm just going by what I'm reading right now. As of today, he is 36 years of age, 180 pounds, with a height of 5'8". Eye color brown, hair color brown. So we're going to get started. I don't know anything about the case, like I said, but let's get started. Messages about the missing person, Mathew Vetromile. Spirit, what messages can you give me on this missing person, please, this individual? And God bless his family, God bless his mom and him. What's his messages here? Right away, it could be some energy about a female, okay? I had something I feel a female was the last person to see him missing, okay? To see him missing, to see him before he was missed. I have the Ace of Cups and I have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like it was more than one person. It was her, Mathew, and whoever else. Four of Wands, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. It could be some intuition, like some familial energy. He definitely knew this person. I feel like you really love this person, though, too. You really, really love this person. Keep your enemies closer. Okay? So what happened to him? I feel like she wanted more than he was possibly able to give at the time. She could have wanted a stable family life. I feel like she wanted him to do all the work. All right? They could have been happier together. I don't know if a child was involved, if she had a child with him or a child with somebody else or something like that. I feel like somebody else came into her life, all right? Unexpectedly, maybe a person from her past who she shared a life with or a child with from the past. I feel like he wanted to go their separate ways, his separate way when he found out that she could have been connected to somebody else. I heard just like a player energy. She was like a player, all right? We have here the Three of Wands, and I feel like they were being watched, though. It could be somebody watching them. They were interacting together as a couple, but there was a male or somebody else watching them when they were together, okay? Now, I don't know if you've seen a lot of my videos, which you probably haven't because this channel is new, but I do have other channels on YouTube. And when my incense burns crazy, that means something with the reading is going to be crazy. So my incense is burning crazy. Okay. So I don't know what's not incense, sage. My sage is burning crazy. Okay. What happened to Mathew Vetromile? What happened to him? We have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, which is making some choices. Choices doesn't always have to be the best choices. As a matter of fact, they're not the best choices here. Somebody made a judgment call that was not right. And I feel like it was like a backstabbing kind of situation. Because I keep saying, keep your enemies closer. Yeah, very toxic energy. They had some sort of disagreement. They had an argument here. I do hear blunt force trauma. So it could have been some blunt force trauma, could have knocked him out, and she left, or whoever it was did this to him left. And it was like something that happened just out of the blue. I hear it wasn't intentional that this happened, but it was intentional that you left. There's a difference. And she turned her back, or this person, whoever, turned their back on them. They could have been drinking, or she could have been drinking some sort of alcoholism, drug abuse, or whatever. All right, very, very toxic. I feel like they didn't get along. Okay, why would you be with somebody you didn't get along with? Because you loved them, in spite of. This person was very toxic. Oh, the person possibly threw some things at him, possibly was the main aggressor in the connection, whatever. And just know that this is just alleged. This reading is just for entertainment purposes only. Okay? But there is some energy around. We have here the death card. It doesn't have to mean literal, of course, but whatever happened, it ended. It's over with. All right. I do see some energy around um like a knife, using a knife or some sort of weapon. It could very well be just like a billy club or something like that, or some blunt force object. Okay. I feel like they were around some music. The music was playing real loud, and it was like a split decision to do this. All right. Like maybe he was saying something to her and she didn't like what he said or what he did, and she was looking for something to hit him with or something like that. I feel like whatever it is, it wasn't just her. I feel like there were some other people around, at least connected to another person. Maybe somebody helped her cover it up or whatever. Allegedly. Okay, entertainment purposes only. Okay, Spirit, what happened to Mathew Vetromile, please? What happened to him? Why is he missing? Why is he missing? Love. I got no contact. I have love. Nope. No contact. I feel like he wanted to get rid of this person. He prayed about it, but he was possibly addicted to her. Okay. Or there was some sort of addiction to each other, or addicted to some sort of I'm hearing narcotics or something like that. Okay. But I feel like he was ready to give up on this connection, or maybe he didn't want her to give up on him. I feel like he had a good heart. Very humorous, very funny. Okay, we got results. I feel like prayer, no matter how much prayer he did or how much he wanted to be with her, I feel like the feelings just weren't mutual. Somebody wanted out of the relationship. I got memories and I got drunk. There are some things that he heard. Maybe she said some things to him that made him realize, like, damn, a drunk mind speaks the sober truth. All right. There could have been some drinking around. There could have been some things, like I said, she heard. Maybe some memories. Maybe he went back in time and thought about some things that happened the winter prior to his becoming missing. That I remember this and I remember that, especially if it was a child involved. Okay. I heard she had some kind of attitude, some sort of attitude. Okay. Fearless. I have finances and blessings. I feel like he was a little bit of a wallflower, possibly was a introvert dealing with an extrovert kind of person. I feel drive. I feel like there was a drive to compete with somebody from her past or somebody brand new. Some sort of competing with somebody. It was like she was playing both ends against the middle. There were two men. There were two men in her life. Him and whoever else, Mathew and somebody else. He wasn't ready to give up on a commission on the connection. What happened to Mathew? Got sex. Got loss. She kept him at bay when it came to intimacy. Okay, she felt like that's the only way she could get him and hold on to him was through sex. But I feel like he lost his sex drive dealing with her. She was very arrogant, very, very arrogant. I'm hearing very, very disrespectful toward him. And very, very, the relationship itself was reckless. I see something about the LGBTQIA community as well. I hear he's very sincere. Something about biological, some kind of loss. They could have had a child together, his true biological child is either passed away through abortion, spontaneous abortion, or through maybe like a loss, and she was pregnant and lost the baby or whatever. In utero is what I heard. Very arrogant, very reckless. She possibly was doing drugs or something like that. Drugs. And something about a picture. Maybe they took a, I don't know what you call it. I'm hearing biopsy though. But maybe it's the picture, sonogram or something like that, and they saw that something was wrong, and maybe they chose to abort the fetus or something like that. Okay, by choice because of some sort of medical anomaly. But like I said, this is just um, alleged. So we're just seeing if we can find out what's going on. She was very possessive. He had somebody who was around who was very possessive with drugs and alcohol. It could have been. It's definitely something that was. Maybe he had some issues with drugs or alcohol as well. All right. I got did. She did hurt the relationship. They did something to hurt the relationship. Maybe somebody stole something. If something has to change, we have to end this relationship. Somebody wanted to end, and the other person said, "No, we're not going. I'm not going no down more. Slow down, less." Somebody was very, very thoughtless. They didn't want to be a part of this commercial of this connection. I have here bad trauma. Okay. And what I wrote down, I did say earlier about I'm writing stuff down, but I did say blunt force trauma, but I have here hollow embankment, no light. Because when I first started the reading, my light kept going off. I had to literally plug it back up. It kept blinking on and off. But I feel like, if anything, well, I feel like he's no longer here, but I feel like he's near some sort of, or in some sort of hollow embankment with no light. I feel like they've already searched the area, but there's no light, so you need to get a light and shine it on it. And I hope I'm wrong, but like I said, this is just alleged. Yeah, bad trauma. Okay, definitely some energy around. And I feel like I said, they've searched before in this spot, but they need to slow down. Okay, slow down and go back and shine a light. It's a hollow embankment. And I'm hearing, in my head, I'm hearing water. So it could be near some sort of small waterfall area or something with some water or something like that. Like splashes of water. I keep saying drugs. So, I also feel like he could have been drugged, beforehand, maybe given something. Very, very cold-hearted. Issues with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And we got the old moon. OLD could also be some initials. But secrets, somebody knows what he is. Somebody knows exactly what happened. This cold-hearted person knew what happened. And I keep saying biological. Okay, something about biological. In the 4 months, she could have been pregnant. She could have already had a baby or something. Something about biological. She knows what's happening. We're at the moon card. There's secrets. There's something that's coming out, and she did nothing. Or this person, whoever had something to do with his disappearance, has done nothing. Nope. And they're not going to do anything because they're still addicted to whatever they're addicted to. But I see contact. So I feel like they still, I want to say they still visit the area where he is, though, too. She could be older than him or whatever. And I have drugs keeps coming out. So definitely some contact with drugs, addiction. They're not going to say anything because they're still influenced by some sort of addiction. But we do got justice, justice. And she's very, very self-serving. Oh, she's going to carry this to her grave. Whoever, he or she who has something to do with his disappearance is going to take this to their grave. Stay away. I feel like Mathew tried his best to stay away from these individuals that were self-serving, they were addicted. He didn't want to be a part of that. He had a real soft heart, but anger. He was very angry with them for whatever reason. He tried to stay away from them, but whatever this person wanted, he gave. He tried his best. He was very, very helpful to these people. And I see ended. I feel like they ended it. This connection here. He wanted to end it, but he was very, very proud. He wanted this to be a happy connection, but I feel like he was very selfless. He cared a little bit too much. And this person was very, very abusive. Very, very abusive and in a nonchalant kind of way. Just didn't give a damn. And I feel like whoever, an older individual knows too, like she told, like whoever disappeared him, if that's the way you want to put it, why he came up missing, she told somebody, or that person told somebody. So somebody knows what's going on. Where is he? Where is Mathew Vetromile, please, Spirit? Where is Mathew Vetromile? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, there was some sort of disagreement, some sort of big argument. I feel like it was drink. They were drinking, or maybe somebody was drunk. I feel like he was given something, that kind of like knocked him out. I feel like at first he wanted to stand his ground. They were arguing about something, and I feel like she left. Like, F you, I'm done. I'm done with this connection. I'm done with you forever. Bye. You know, and I feel like in the end, she's thinking in her head, what am I going to do? I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm pissed the fuck off. And she did something behind his back. I almost want to say it was premeditated. It was planned. Allegedly. Okay. I have the hangman, the 10 of swords, and I got the 5 of wands. So it was like a ambush kind of thing. It could have been with a knife. It could have been with a blunt force object or whatever. He didn't know what was coming. He didn't know what hit him. Okay. He didn't know what hit him. It was some sort of argument. I feel like the first argument they had was around a group of people. And then she left him with those people or whatever. But at some point they talked about it. It, wanted to get whatever the situation was. I feel like she came back or something, and boom, without even thinking about it. And I have here the hangman. So I feel like he's near a tree, a hollow embankment with around no light. You shine a light on him, you'll find him. Because he's tied up in some sort of bush, some sort of brush. Like the water was flowing or something, and you know how you get the moss or something like that, or that kind of stuff. And hey, this is just a reading. I may be 100% wrong, but this is just allegedly for entertainment purposes only. We got the death card. We got the high priestess. We got the world card, and we got the Queen of Wands walking away. She's living her life. She's doing her thing. And family is worried about him. You're going to always be worried about him. You're going to always want to know where he is. He was a very loving and sincere person dealing with a dishonest person. Okay. She had an attitude like, so what? I don't give a care. It could have been an issue where they needed to go to court for something. And November may resonate with him, resonate with this reading for whatever reason about November. We got some false doubts. It could have been about a child or something like that, or where the relationship was going. Maybe one person wanted the connection, the other person didn't. Nobody wanted to listen. I see mom here, spirit. He's around his mother in spirit. Okay. And it may be years before the real truth comes out as to what happened to her son. Okay. I feel bad about this. Look, I feel bad, and I have sad. Okay. And he's, like I said, very, very sincere and loving person. Determined to take your mother. This could be somebody determined to take the stand and figure out what happened to him. What happened? Who made contact with this person? What happened to this person? A nasty attitude here. Nasty attitude. Yeah, future. We have left. It's over. So somebody could be carrying the weight of they could be carrying the weight of what happened to him on their shoulders. And I got birth, and I got at that. So at the earth, he's somewhere in the earth. Yeah. Somebody had an agenda, something about a tattoo as well. I know that he has some tattoos, but I feel like when they find him, if they find him, they'll find him and notice him by his tattoos. He was dealing with this person he thought was very, very sexy. And she was very, very passive aggressive, and they were lovers. And I got sometime in autumn. Sometimes something happened to him in autumn. Okay, life. So lovers, autumn, and life, possibly when he passed away. sorry, I don't want to say passed away, but that could have honestly been what happened to him sometime in the autumn time, because he disappeared October 24th, 2021. So um, I have prompt and I have moody. I think it just happened so quick. It happened so quick, and something too about the month of August, and we got speak and very, very rude. She was so rude to him, and I'm hearing the word obnoxious.